Hey guys, it's Eric here. Doing a little something different for my channel this time. I have my brother Dan. He's in town. We are going to do a little interview to kind of see what kind of style drone flying we do. We kind of compare some advantages and disadvantages, pros and cons on the different types of drones that we fly. This is our first time trying this podcast, so we're learning as we go. So appreciate you all taking this journey with us, and you're going to like this interview. All right, we'll see you all soon. I will let Dan start.
So I currently have the Mini original, the DJI Mini. So I fly basically when I'm hiking or traveling. I live in Spain, so I traveling Europe, going to some different places, and then hiking in some different places. So some pros that I like about the DJI Mini is, well, in general, the cinematic type drones. I do have the new Mini 4 Pro. I have not opened it yet. We're going to do an unboxing later. So stay tuned for that video. But anyways, some pros that I like about the cinematic drones are the fact that they're small. They're under 250 grams. So I don't have to have a pilot license to fly them. I'm not sure if I have to register them. I know that's changing a lot recently. There's a lot of legislation going through right now.
They're talking about doing the flight ID.
Yeah.
So you have to register your drone, and they're battling that in Congress right now. So
there's a lot going on with that. But as of right now, the best of my knowledge, I do not have to register it. I know for a fact I don't have to have my pilot's license because it's under 250 grams. Another thing that I really like about this new drone is I do not have to connect my phone to the controller. The drone that I currently have, I have to have my phone connected to the controller, which allows it to, use the app, and it drains my battery from my phone while using it. This one has the integrated screen. It's the RC2 controller, so it has increased range. It has the built-in screen. I don't have to use my phone. I don't have to kill my phone. It's battery. It has the quick shots, which is basically you see all these cinematic views where you're circling a subject, or you're pulling away, or you're coming in on a subject. It has all of those things preset into it. It also has the motion not the motion tracking, but the object tracking.
yeah.
So if I'm hiking, someone doesn't have to fly the drone and follow me. I can fly it myself. I can throw it up there. I can highlight myself on that screen, and the drone will basically follow me. I can decide what kind of path I want it to take when it's following me. I can set waypoints so it can fly in, zoom in on me, fly away. So that's pretty cool. It can do true vertical shooting. Mm-hmm. This new one can. So for Instagram and TikTok, I believe they have to be vertical.
You're
I don't know.
Content creator.
Yeah, I'm not really doing that, so I don't really know, but it's pretty cool. It can do 4K. I'm not really sure what the 48 megapixels, true vertical shooting, 4K, 100 frames per second, HDR video, 34-minute flight time. So that's also pretty cool. I didn't get the big batteries because I would have put it over 250 grams, and I would have had to, get my pilot's license.
Yep.
So I like it because it's small. It fits in my backpack nice. I just need the drone, my batteries, and the controller. That's it. The range on this one is supposed to be pretty good. The range on the one that connects my phone, not so good. I've lost connection multiple times, which brings me to another pro, which is if I truly lose connection to the drone, it will return to the point in which it took off. So it has this built-in return to home function, which is great. And then this new one, my old one does not, has 360 obstacle avoidance. So you can be flying. If there is a tree in front of you and you can't see it, or a branch or other obstacles while you're flying, it will avoid it. Apparently, this AI is pretty good at avoiding lots of things, and it will actually take paths to correct and miss it. Also, while you're doing the object tracking, it will avoid it, which is great because the older ones that did have the obstacle avoidance, when they're like panning to follow you, they would hit stuff. So
Right.
I crashed my old one into a tree head on, and it did not break. I have landed in some loose gravel, some sand, some like rougher terrain. When I'm landing, the props have hit the terrain. They, knock on wood, did not break. So they're pretty robust. They didn't break. Things I don't like about it.
Your negatives.
I forgot what I said. I'm not really sure of my negatives. The FPV is pretty cool because it gives you these awesome
Listen, you're taking my
adrenaline shots.
Taking my thunder now, okay?
All right, well you do your stuff, and then I'll see if I think.
All right,
of
so
negatives.
my first experience with drones was with Dan's his DJI Mavic 2. I think it's the beginner one.
Just the Mini.
The Mini, exactly.
1.
So we were in Canada and he was flying it while we were fishing, and it was really awesome. And I definitely think cinematic drones have a time and a place. I personally like to fly FPV drones, which is your first person view drones. So what does that mean? That means you take a pair of goggles, right? These are my HD0 goggles. I put these on, and my drones, I get to see through the camera that's built into the drone. And now I get to control this as I'm actually viewing it, which is nice because when they get to actually fly your drone, you get that nice adrenaline rush. You get to fly, hit these holes in between trees. You get a more sense of you're actually flying. With that, you use a controller. This is my current controller that I use to fly my drone. It's the Radio Master Boxer, right? So you use this to actually control your drone. Notice there's not really a screen on it because you're seeing your screen in your goggles, and that's what you're using to fly. So that's FPV drone flying. My first drone that I bought was the Betaflight Cetus X, right? It's called a Mini Whoop. It's got a protector on it, so when you're flying, you bump into things, you're not going to break your propellers. These take these small batteries. They're called 1S batteries. As you can see, they're really small, right? The flight time on these little batteries are about 3 to 4 minutes. And depending on what you're doing, it can, if you're going super fast and doing tricks and stuff, it can reduce your time. After that drone, I broke it probably about 4 or 5 times. It's just plastic, right? But the cool thing is, to replace this plastic is only $10. So the drone itself altogether was about $150 from the get-go. But when I ran this into a tree really hard and it cracked the plastic, $10. Next drone I bought was the Meteor 75. A little smaller, but the video quality of this is a lot better. It just has a better camera. And again, it's got the same thing. You can bump into things and it's going to protect the propellers. Again, it takes the same exact batteries, these 1S batteries. Now, these are all sub 250 grams, so I don't need a license to fly these. But I am building a 5-inch drone. It's one of Joshua Bardwell's do-it-yourself DIY drone kit. He created a bunch of YouTube videos so you can build it along with him so you're not missing your steps. But anyways, that one, though, will take 4K video. I can also mount my GoPro on it, but I do need a license. So I've been studying for my Part 107 license. Positive about that, it's going to shoot 4K. I can actually put that video up on the computer and people will enjoy to watch it. Right now, these drones, they use analog cameras, so it's just like watching your old tube TV. So it's not super quality. But with this new drone that I'm building, it has higher quality. That new drone takes a 6S battery, freaking huge, right? The problem is, though, when you're flying this bigger drone and you're pushing it to the limit and you're flying it, I'm only probably going to get 5 to 6 minutes out of it. Yeah. So that is a downside with doing FPV drones. They don't have the 35-minute like Dan's drone, but Dan's drone can't fly 100 miles an hour.
That's true.
And so this one can. So to wrap it all up with FPV, I love the adrenaline rush. I love being able to sense that I'm actually flying. And when you're watching this video back and you're hitting these holes and these gaps and you're flying really low to the ground and you're watching the blades of grass flying past your face, it's a pretty cool experience. But it has its negatives. We talked about price before. My drone setup, the new one that I just built, it's going to be about $450, including the video receiver. You throw in the goggles, about $600. The controller was about $200. So about the same as his.
Like 1,100 ish.
Yeah. So my thing is, if I crash my drone, I can personally fix it with the DJI. From my experience that I've seen online and these other FPV or the cinematic drone flyers, you got to send it back to the company so they can repair it, because you personally can't open this up. So that's the only downside I think of the DJI cinematic drones is you can't repair them like an FPV drone.
Yeah, but that's why they build all these safety features.
Yeah,
so you can't crash.
Right. You can't crash.
Yeah.
So
pros and cons of mine. I like the simplicity of it. I just have to carry my drone, my batteries, and my controller. That's it. I get 30 minutes plus or minus, depending on how fast I'm flying, depending on the wind, and etc. 30 minutes of battery. It has all of the quick shot features, the obstacle avoidance, the return to home. It's pretty simple to fly. So basically anyone can fly it. It's pretty hard to crash it. It takes great video and pictures.
Out of the box.
No assembly required. But I definitely think there is a time and a place. Like you said, I think there's a time and a place for each type of drone. Maybe having both is the best of all worlds.
That's what I'm saying. Eventually, I'll be buying one of these DJI drones because, like you say, time and a place.
Yeah.
If I want to get a nice sunrise photo with a castle in the back when we go to Europe and we're going to be taking lots of video and photos, it'd be really nice to get a cinematic view of that. Mm. But on the other hand, going off the cliffs in Scotland would be nice with that FPV drone.
As long as it's not windy.
That's true.
But yeah, so I think it's up to you which kind of drone you want. I think the entry level, like your little Cetus X or whatever, that's pretty cheap. So
$150.
Not a bad little entry point. These cinematic drones, the entry point's a little more expensive, so that's one downside to them. But
yeah. But we will be doing an unboxing of this DJI Mini 4 Pro, so there will be a video to come.
Yep. So we're going to probably do it tomorrow because it's getting late here. But stay tuned for that. And thanks for liking and subscribing.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Again, look out for our next video. Y'all have a good night.
See ya.
Bye.
Where are you going?
In case you missed it,
don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below.
Exactly. Liking and subscribing is going to benefit us, so that way we can help you all with your, inquisitive knowledge if you want to know about drones.
Yeah, and let us know if you like this video, if you dislike the video, and if there's anything else that you would like for us to do in future videos, because why not? We're all about it.
Just put them down there in the comments. We like to answer when you ask your questions. Mm-hmm. And maybe in the future, we're going to do a little giveaway.
Yeah, and we might even, if you are up for it, we could host you on another podcast of ours.
That'd
be cool.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. All right, guys. Thank you.